This time from New Orleans, Frank Brightson. From New York City, Danielle Ballou. And from San Francisco, Hubert Keller.
Fleur-de-lis opened in 1986 and has become one of San Francisco's important French restaurants. Chef-owner Hubert Keller has won Food and Wine magazine's 10 Best Chefs Award and James Beard's Best Chef California. His dessert is apple and pecan gratin with macerated fruit, citrus, and honey consommé. He begins with the consommé.
What I'm having here is some grapefruit juice. So I put the grapefruit juice right into the pot. I have some orange juice right here. So we have that. We have a little bit of lemon juice that we're putting right in there, the lemon juice. I have some ginger, some finely chopped ginger. I have some young ginger here. Actually, so it's a little bit less aggressive, I would say. So we put the ginger right in there. And of course, we will sweeten all that with some honey. All right. We have that. And of course, nice shot of rum never hurts. So put a little bit rum in there. And we're just going to bring everything to a boil. So what we're having here is kind of a nice infusion between the ginger, the rum, and all the juices right there. So now that we have our juice who comes to a boil here, I'm just going to turn down the fire, actually turn it off. We're going to stop it. And let me show you what we will be doing. So like I said, we bring it to a nice boil. We stop it right there. And I have a selection of fruits here. I have some grapes that we're going to put right in there. I have some kumquats that are really nice and beautiful and also give a nice flavor to our consommé. I have some blueberries. Blueberries, they have two functions in that dish. Actually, they are quite important. And I will tell you later on why. And also I have some slices of oranges. I also will put some slices of bananas into it. The reason why I said the blueberries are important, I will show you as soon we will pour the consommé over. And like I said, we're going to macerate that a few hours. The blueberries are actually releasing, it's the skin of the blueberries are releasing a very nice reddish color in our consommé. So it's actually quite important, maybe not important, but much more prettier that if we would miss the blueberries. We're also going to use a little bit of a star fruit. That's also quite interesting fruit right there and also very decorative. So once we have on that stage, like I said, we're just going to take our consommé and pour it right over the fruit.
Refrigerate this for at least an hour.
Why don't we proceed now with the pecan cream. And for the pecan cream, what I have here in my mixing bowl here is some butter. It's actually the equal amount of a little butter, sugar, the pecans, and some egg whites right here. So those are the ingredients for my cream of pecan. And that's the starter for our apple gratin right there. So once we have the butter quite soft, you see like a texture of a cream, really nice and creamy, we're just gonna add the sugar right in there. All right, so I'm just gonna fold in the sugar, as you see. Continue on folding in the sugar. All right, now once we have that, I'm just gonna fold in the pecans, and of course a little bit of egg white to start off, and very gently we're just going to get everything together. Also that mixture, since there's some butter that we have softened a little bit before, is involved. Of course the texture will be a little bit runnier to work with. So what we're doing once the mix is finished, of course we want to refrigerate everything. And once it's refrigerated, it gets much firmer, of course, and then I will show you the final product with the butter inside. It gets even a little bit stiffer. So that's the mix.
The pecan creme will be combined with shredded Granny Smith apples.
And just by the egg white and the apples by itself, they're going to really hold up once we're going to shape that and put them in a mold once we're going to cook that in the oven. That's a little extra moisture from the apples. So again, I squeeze it down, and you see the circles, they don't have to be buttered or greased at all, right? You push it down, and then you see by the moisture it comes out very, very easily. Again, I show you the next one. I just want to make sure it's nice and flat on the top, right? And you see we just pull it off. I have some whipped cream right here. I will add a little bit of cinnamon. Of course, cinnamon is great match with apple. We're just going to put a little egg yolk right in there, and we're just building a little glaze here. So what we will be doing with that mixture, we're going to top actually the apple gratin with that mixture, and putting a little raspberry on top, and then everything goes straight in the oven. And of course, as soon you will put it in the oven, the cream would melt and cover up very nicely the top of the apple gratin. So now we put a little raspberry in the center, and we really will bake everything together. And since the apple has been shredded so thinly, you will see the heat cooks it actually very, very quickly. So that's the way. Now it's ready to be put in the oven. So
bake at 375 degrees for 10 minutes.
All right, now we're just going to spoon the chilled consommé. So remember, what we're creating here, the dessert, is a contrast between the chilled consommé and then the hot dessert sitting right on top. So it's quite, there's that little contrast. It's like playing with texture with your palate. It's like playing little tricks there. It works usually very well and is well received.